Hello everybody, we are officially back with yet another reaction. We're doing another M's Vlogs video, although this time we are not reacting to any of his YouTube poops. Today we are going to be reacting to a theory video he has made about Stories of Sodor's interpretation of Henry. This should be interesting because, well, alright, I've seen a lot of theory videos about Stories of Sodor. Hell, I've even seen a theory about how Season 7's gonna go down. And speaking of which, that's releasing today, but my reaction to it is going to be released tomorrow as part of a double feature with SMG4's War of the Fat Italians 2025. So stay tuned for a double feature reaction tomorrow, everybody. As for today, let's get into this video in 3, 2, 1, and let's do it.
Hey guys, what's up? So, as you may know, I'm a bit of a fan of the Stories of Sodor. I've watched all 6 seasons, and I'm looking forward to Season 7. However, I have noticed an inconsistency with one of the engines from that series, that being Henry. As we all know, Henry was a hybrid engine. He was kind of crossed with an Atlantic and another engine, and these were off of plans stolen from Nigel Gresley.
There we go. I was honestly about to say, I think you got that mixed up there. Because Henry wasn't really a hybrid of anything. He was just based off of plans that were stolen from Sir Nigel Gresley. Very well done. Right, next.
And as we all know in the Railway series, after his horrific accident with the Flying Kipper, he was subsequently taken to crew and rebuilt into a Black 5. That's from the Railway series continuity and also the TVS continuity. However, in the Stories of Sodor, Henry is a nor'easter, despite his basis being a MIDI design. And not once, but twice, Murdoch referred to him as a Black 5. Just an update, guys. I rewatched the Stories of Sodor modernization, and Murdoch actually referred to Henry as a Black 5 3 times, not 2. So, sorry about that.
Outdated rubbish like you Black 5s couldn't handle even half of what I'm capable of pulling. First an old tram, then a Black 5, and now a Caledonian? Oh no, not that sturdy-looking Black 5, who I'm sure will be of great assistance.
To be honest, this
Nice use of the Stories of Sodor clips to make your point.
has been rattling in my head for a long time, because if Henry's basis is a MIDI, yet he's a nor'easter in the Stories of Sodor, the early seasons, why did Murdoch refer to him as a Black 5? And how could he have been a Black 5 if he was a nor'easter?
Yeah, I understand that confusion because of the fact that, well, Black 5s were owned by the London, Midland and Scottish Railway. Meanwhile, the London North Eastern Railways couldn't have owned such an engine. But then again, this is the Stories of Sodor we're talking about, and Henry was part of the LNER. So, how is that even possible? Well, let's see what Vlogs has to say about this.
Ow!
How, 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 how.
Just on a note here, this red guy here sounds like Kane from The Amazing Digital Circus. And while I'm not really a fan of The Amazing Digital Circus, I have to say that, alright, it's funny coming from me, because I don't really watch The Amazing Digital Circus. Let's continue.
Well, I think I might have a couple of ideas, so strap yourselves in.
Right?
I know you keep on playing games. Oh, what will
channel intro, I must say.
You look like in my life.
A nice edited intro is always pretty good.
So in order to come up with an explanation as to why and how Henry is a Black 5, we need to go back to Peter's introductory episode in The Stories of Sodor, Goods, where Edward, stroke Victor, said this.
He was built in 1919 off of plans stolen from Sir Nigel Gresley, the man who had become the chief engineer for the LNER. A cross between an LNER A1 and a GNR C1 Atlantic, he had a potentially strong...
wait! Oh, God, my dumbass really fucked up this time. Oh, no. Oh, God, I actually jinxed myself. I fucking jinxed myself. I said it wasn't an accuracy, but he was right. Why? Ah! Ah! Come on already. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. I actually can't believe it. I legitimately can't. I actually fucked myself over by saying that he wasn't a hybrid. I was wrong. No, I am not grabbing the pillow. I am just grabbing myself some crystal water. And no, not cerveza cristal. Alright? I live in Malta, not wherever cerveza cristal comes from. Right, let's continue. I'll only grab the pillow when it's necessary. Not in this case.
pulling power, but a woefully inadequate sized firebox. This meant he always had trouble building up and maintaining steam, causing him to break down on numerous occasions. The men who stole the plans were eventually arrested, and when the LNER's board of directors discovered the fruits of their ill-gotten labours, they were admittedly impressed, as they saw enormous potential in this hybrid engine. But before he could be of any use, he would need a complete overhaul. This was how he came to be on Sodor, where he was given such an upgrade.
Now, one theory that I have is that Henry in that universe is not a Black 5 at all, and instead he is a freelance design called a Gresley V0. As you probably have guessed by the name, it's a fictional basis, which I've come up to explain how he looks like a Black 5 but isn't.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, alright? We've already got the answer, alright? It doesn't really need to explain how Henry was in the LNER or not. This, I'm sorry, but this is kinda, I don't know how to put this. I'm sorry, but I mean, the theory isn't... I don't know how to put it. I just... excuse me. Let's just continue with the video already.
We all know that in the Stories of Sodor, the middies were very devious and sneaky. And one idea that they could possibly have had was that they replicated the Gresley V0 into their Black 5s. They probably also...
Oh, wait. Hold up. Time out. I think I now see your point, because he was bought by the LNER and... well... Okay, I see where the... Oh my god! I'm doing a video in here! Sorry about the disturbance earlier, but... yeah. So... like I was about to say for this video, I think I see the point now. Because he wasn't bought... alright, he was bought by the LNER. And therefore he cannot be considered an LMS Black 5. So, calling him a Grizzly either A0 or V0 is actually a pretty novel idea. I don't know what I was about to say earlier, but now I feel like a complete dumbass. Let's continue.
Plans and then gotten patented and everything like that. So it means that when the nor'easters actually found out what the middies have done and replicated their V0, that means that the nor'easters couldn't challenge them in court or whatever, because the middies will have had the copyright patent for the design of the V0 for the Black Fives. And as far as the courts will have seen it, it's the middies that came up with the design and got it patented and everything like that. So that's one theory, which is a bit convoluted, for lack of a better word. Now this next theory makes the most sense, and it's one that I can definitely see Victor going with, and that is Henry is a Black Five, but it was the nor'easters that commissioned the middies to rebuild him into one. And this was sort of explain why he has a Scottish accent, because he was rebuilt by the London, Midland and Scottish.
So now it makes more sense.
It makes a bit of sense there, although Emily has a Scottish accent and she was part of the GNR, I believe it was. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. It was either the GNR or the GER, but either way, she has a Scottish accent, so that kind of does muddy the water a bit, but I digress. So it would make sense that Murdoch would call Henry a Black Five because he was rebuilt into one by the middies, who were commissioned by the nor'easters to rebuild him into one. Ultimately though, until Victor tells us what Henry actually is, whether he's a Black Five, a V0, whatever, we will never know. But one thing we do know is that Season 7 looks like it's going to be a banger. And honestly, check out my friend the Nostalgic Multiverse for the stories of...
You did not need to plug me. No, I am being fucking serious. You did not need to plug my channel into your video. Why? I'm doing a reaction. Dude. Right? That's it. That does it. Right. That does it. Seriously. I'm not even kidding when I say this. This is the sort of thing that makes me want to do this. Woo! Yeah. Okay, dude. But still, you did not need to plug me. What is this? Why did you have to plug my channel? Why'd you have to plug it? Oh my... You pretentious fuck, I swear. Dude, I know you're my friend and all, but did you really have to do this? Did you really have to do this? Because in my opinion, you didn't. Oh, God.
Total reviews. But until then, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
See ya. Okay, dude. Okay. On a serious note here. First of all, the other channel plug was crazy. 1. 2. That's a good theory. I never thought about it that way. Well done. And 3. You're one of the coolest guys around. Ah, man. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. And I hope you enjoyed. And Well, don't tell me how you feel about this theory. If you wish to tell me how you feel about this theory in the comments below, that's fine. But please, please, for the love of God, tell him, tell the original creator of this video how you feel about this theory, because this theory to me is absolutely incredible and is very credible, in fact. Holy shit. But with all that being said and done, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. This is Nostalgic signing off and reminding all you lovely people out there that nostalgia never dies. I'll see you all next time. Peace.